start, huh?
Oh, yeah, that was a nice start.
Wednesday at the John Deere Classic means Pro-Am Day at Deere Run.
How are you? Good to see you.
And it was a well-known amateur stealing the show.
Golf is not my main sport.
That's true, but on this day, Caitlin Clark was the main attraction.
We wouldn't be here if Caitlin wasn't here.
The Iowa All-American adding a little black and gold to the greens at Deere Run.
See you guys.
Thanks
for being good fans.
She's just on a whole nother level. It's awesome.
And when the heat and humidity kicked in, another Iowa legend was more than happy to help out.
I needed a sub for a little bit. I'm like, Zach, can you just hit all my shots for me?
So hopefully you made it through the crowds and home safe and sound for your favorite John Deere Classic show. The 19th hole starts right now.
Now from your official station for the John Deere Classic, welcome to the 19th hole on WQAD News 8. The 19th hole set is provided by Uncommon Ground.
Welcome to the first 19th hole of 2023. Wednesday Pro-Am Day here at Deere Run, but it was far from your regular Pro-Am. This one was one of the most anticipated in years.
You and I can remember back in the 80s and 90s. We didn't cover it, but the Celebrity Pro-Am drew so many big names to the sports from the sports world right here to the Oakwood Country Club. But 2015, Jordan Spieth, Bill Murray teamed up. That's one we'll never forget as well.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. And now today, where the greatest women's basketball player on the planet took center stage here at Deere Run. We start our team coverage with WQAD's Camille Gear with much more on an Iowa All-American. Hey, Camille.
Hey guys, Caitlin Clark is known for hitting threes anytime, anywhere. And today, the Iowa superstar traded the court for the green, hitting birdies instead of buckets with one of the best golfers in the world.
Iowa basketball sensation.
The Collegiate Woman Athlete of the Year,
Caitlin Clark.
Might have to put the driver away.
And an Iowa golf legend,
current Ryder Cup captain,
Zach Johnson. Teeing off together for Clark's first Pro-Am.
Good to see you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sweaty, but good. Ready to play with you.
Yeah,
you ready to carry?
A merger of two of the best in the Hawkeye State.
What time do you tee off tonight?
Beauty.
It's different for me. This is a little out of my comfort zone, so just tried to have fun with it. And obviously, when you get to golf against, the Ryder Cup captain, not many people get that opportunity.
Learning.
We worked on my chipping a little bit.
And laughing throughout the back nine.
Zach's pretty funny. I will give him that. He's a funny guy.
Really? My wife, can she hear
A chance to play with the Ryder Cup captain was a no-brainer for Clark.
It was an easy yes, and obviously getting to play alongside Zach. I think this one is a little different, a little more special to me than any other Pro-Am that I could probably play in. Every Sunday I usually have the TV on and watching, so, and obviously a big fan of Zach, he's a great guy.
The JDC legend equally in awe by the National Player of the Year.
We know that when she crosses half court, she's lethal. It's off the court. That makes it easy to be a fan. What happened this year in the NCAA Women's Tournament as an Iowan, but also a fan of sport, was just spectacular.
Make no mistake, these two making time to talk black and gold basketball too.
Evolution.
He's trying to recruit for us.
Yeah. I'm trying to make
He's our new biggest advocate, Zach Johnson.
I'm making deals for Caitlin. I think I figured it out. She's got at least 3 years of eligibility left. So
he talked to the NCAA.
Yeah.
He's got it.
They can't get anything done anyway, so they're not, might as well just try to get it done now. 3 years left, a couple corporate deals.
And for the first time in his 21-year career at Deere Run, it's Zach taking a back seat to a new Hawkeye legend.
Yeah, that's awesome,
Hey,
man.
guys.
I mean, wouldn't have it any other way, and no one, you'd be lying to yourself if you said you were surprised.
Now, Caitlin played the front nine with Ludwig Aberg and the back nine with Zach Johnson, and the team shot 5 under par. Matt, Corey, back to you guys.
Thanks, Camille. Now, of course, we were expecting some big crowds out here at TPC Deere Run following Caitlin Clark, and of course, they didn't disappoint.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun today. Thousands upon thousands of fans flocked to the JDC Pro-Am, and you can tell, Corey, throughout the day, the crowds continued to get bigger and bigger, especially as we got close to time to tee it up with Zach Johnson. They call it the Caitlin Clark effect, and it was in full swing today. For more on that, we go live to WQAD's Shelby Kluver with much, much more on that. Hey, Shelby.
Hey guys, you're absolutely right, but I would even say this is the Clark effect up close, since this is literally the closest a lot of her fans have ever gotten to her. And today we found out whether she's playing with one of these or with one of these. The fans will certainly wax poetic about Caitlin Clark. When John Deere green becomes black and gold,
She's just on a whole nother level.
the story of a superstar is about to unfold.
Caitlin Clark.
But don't just take it from our poetry, take it from his.
Caitlin Clark went off in March, setting records here and there. Can't wait to see her next year.
On Wednesday, a sea of fans lined the greens to watch number 22 play 18. Why'd you come out?
Because Caitlin.
I said I'm not leaving here without her autograph.
We love watching her play basketball.
And for these fans, it's bigger than a round of golf.
It means a lot. I mean, Caitlin's a huge role model, and she's very positive.
Just take it from Taryn Lukes, who's about to attend the University of Iowa, all thanks to the Clark effect.
She just brings like a whole new level of like excitement and fun, and we like love watching her.
Really good. She did a good job.
As she wound her way through Deere Run, Clark's committed crew carefully kept pace.
Nice shot.
That was good.
Including superfans Sophia, Violet, and James Nelson.
Nice start, huh?
Oh, yeah, that was a nice start.
For these girls, Clark has certainly left a mark. They didn't miss a single game all year.
My wife and I just put in a bunch of new concrete in the basketball hoop because of these two and because of their inspiration for Caitlin Clark.
And on Wednesday, they braved the heat, the hills, and the hordes of people just to see their favorite player.
She's an inspiration to a lot of little girls and little boys, and she's a great basketball player in general, great person.
Get over here.
Physically, it's the closest the girls have ever gotten to the team.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Including a high five and an autograph from Clark herself.
It was really cool just to see my favorite player up close. She's definitely changed women's basketball, and it's good that people are finally tuning in.
Tuning in and truly turning out for the woman who captivates at both tip-offs and tee-offs.
That was cool. Oh my gosh.
Poetry in motion, some may say, but we'll just call it the Caitlin Clark effect. Now, like so many fans, the Nelsons woke up at 5:30 this morning to get down here in time to watch Caitlin tee off. And Daz and Corey, you might want to keep an eye on Sophia. After her parents installed a basketball hoop, she goes out there 5 times a day for hours just shooting hoops like Caitlin. So you might see her in the future featured on The Score here on WQAD. Guys?
No doubt, Shelby. Great story. You're a poet and you didn't know it. How about that? Caitlin Clark effect, definitely in effect out here, live and well at the JDC. And as you can see, it's the kids and teenagers that look up to the Iowa All-Americans so much.
Yeah, that's what made this afternoon so special. After a long, long day of hot golf, it was hot out here. Caitlin Clark stuck around after a weather delay for the First Tee program's Youth Day.
How did it feel when you beat South Carolina?
That's a great question. A lot of you were probably there, took that mojo into March, and really Georgia
A smart young girl right there. It was Clark doing the question and answer session with plenty of young golf and basketball fans. Clark always thinking about the younger generation and how she can give back and continue to be a positive role model.
My favorite person to watch? I probably gotta say I really wanted to follow Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she pretty cool to watch?
Yeah.
Did she say hi to you when she was out?
Yeah, she did.
Wesley Bryan entertaining the youth clinic by breaking panes of glass. It's always a crowd favorite. Wesley did miss a couple times, saying he hit rim more than Caitlin Clark does when she's playing basketball. We're just getting warmed up here on the first 19th hole of 2023. Up next, ready to repeat.
That's right. JT Poston return to Deere Run today as well. How the 2022 JDC champ hopes to become another repeat champion right here in the Quad Cities.
You're watching the 19th hole, sponsored by Lexus of the Quad Cities, Jewel Osco, Simply Vain, and Millwrights Local 2158.
entire first segment.
Yeah, you got to tell us when to go out of SOTs and stuff, please.
Hole Putt of the Day, sponsored by CSI Homes.
Our putt of the day doesn't come from Caitlin Clark herself, but it does come from her playing pro in the front nine. With the Iowa All-American looking on, that's Ludwig Aberg from 32 feet away, or dare I say, from the logo, draining the eagle on the par 5 second. You can give an assist to Caitlin Clark and the Caitlin Clark effect, but the 23-year-old from Sweden is as good as it'll get at this year's John Deere Classic.
Welcome back to the 19th hole. From Caitlin Clark, 2 concerts on the course this weekend, to the actual golf itself. Man, there's just so much going on at this year's John Deere Classic.
Yeah, and through everything, our defending champion has almost flown under the radar a little bit. JT Poston returning to Deere Run this afternoon, hitting the course as he gets ready to defend his 2023 title. Poston led from start to finish last July, becoming the first wire-to-wire winner in the Quad Cities in over 30 years. The 29-year-old now eyes another magical week at a place that's had its fair share of repeat winners.
If you're the guy with the lead, it can be kind of a tricky spot. I remember that last year. That was kind of the first time for me, or one of the few times for me playing with a lead and trying to get it done and close it out. And it's walking that fine line of still staying aggressive and trying to extend your lead and also try not to give any back because you know guys are going to be making birdies.
Thank you. Poston will begin his title defense at 12:43 tomorrow afternoon off of tee number 1.
Now, the John Deere Classic is known for first-time winners, and Adam Schenk could be one this year. The former Purdue standout is currently 26th in the FedEx Cup standings and ranked 51st in the world. Schenk knows success here at Deere Run with top 6 finishes in 2 of the last 3 years.
Yeah, learning. You know, it's incredibly hard to win out here, and I think everybody knows that. No one will argue with that. It takes some luck, and I've had a decent amount of luck to even finish second. So great weeks. You know, if you keep knocking on the door enough times, eventually you'll walk through.
Schenk will tee off tomorrow morning at 7:18, going off the back 9. Now, once again, it was Caitlin Clark stealing the show here at the John Deere Classic Pro-Am. And we're reminded once again, the Iowa All-American is just an amateur when it comes to golf.
Yeah, Caitlin is the first to admit her golf game well behind her basketball skills. Clark proving she's human right here on 11. Her approach doesn't get more than 15 feet off the ground, quickly finds the rough. I've been there, Caitlin. We've all been there. Clark wasn't alone. A lot of good from the amateurs today, but trust me, there's always plenty of bad, plenty of shanks, sand shots, ground balls throughout the day, the Wednesday Pro-Am, but through it all, an awesome Pro-Am Wednesday here at the JDC. Let's check out your leaderboard. A few teams still out there on the course right now. And of course, the leaderboard not there for us, but we can tell you, you can find your leaderboard right now at WQAD.com.
Now, volunteers are the
19th hole volunteer of the day, sponsored by
Volunteers are the lifeblood of the John Deere Classic. Meet Jennifer Green. She's been volunteering at the JDC for the last 20 years. Today, she is at the Information Center answering many questions from all the fans. She says this is one of her favorite spots to volunteer.
It's just a big, giant family. Everybody's so nice and get along, and you can come back out and watch golf when you're not working, and it's free, and you just get to meet a lot of people and watch some good golf.
You're almost set for golf here at the 52nd John Deere Classic. We'll let you know when some of your fan favorites will be on the course for round one.
That's right, and also a big announcement between John Deere and the First Tee program. You're watching the 19th hole right here on WQAD, proud to be your official station of the John Deere Classic.
Here at the Quad City Championships.
sponsored by Zeglin's TV and Appliance.
Today's fan of the day, a very familiar face to Hawkeye fans, former Iowa standout Connor McCaffrey, on hand to watch his girlfriend Caitlin Clark in today's Pro-Am. Connor just recently finished playing at the University of Iowa and really enjoyed the experience of being inside the ropes at Deere Run.
You know, I've never been to this course before, so seeing that and seeing her play, she's played well, I think, you know, hit a lot of really great shots, and it's been fun to see. Honestly, I've never, I've never been to like an event like this, so I didn't know what to expect, but coming out here now, I mean, I can't say I'm surprised at everything, but it's definitely something to see. You know, it's one of a kind thing that everybody's witnessing, and I've loved watching it. You know, I'm gonna continue to watch it and just be a fan and kind of witness greatness like everybody else is.
Connor will begin his coaching career with the Indiana Pacers coming up next season. Well, the First Tee program in the Quad Cities continues to get bigger and better every year. Now close to 1,000 participants taking part in the program.
Yeah, just showing how much of an impact the First Tee program is actually having on young golfers. Because of that impact, John Deere has decided to extend their contract with the First Tee program for another 3 years, allowing the Quad Cities chapter a chance to continue to build on their success.
No doubt, John Deere is the biggest, most impactful company that you could possibly partner with here in the Quad Cities, and to get 3 more years of them is just going to mean a lot of growth and a lot of plans and a lot of execution on plans that we'll get to do now because of them.
I think I found out maybe.
Future expansion could include a clubhouse on the Iowa side of the river. Now, coming up, we'll take a look at some of those first-round pairings at this year's John Deere Classic.
And we'll also go inside the ropes to help you find out who's got a chance of winning this year's John Deere Classic. You're watching the 19th hole right here on WQAD. Proud to be your official station of the John Deere Classic.
Inside the Ropes, sponsored by Woodbine Bend.
We're pretty excited about this year's In the Ropes segment. Celia Palermo will be joining us each and every night to break down the day's action. Of course, Celia worked for Corey and I for nearly 3 years before getting smart and finally ditching us.
Yes,
no,
she did.
She didn't do that. We're kidding. Celia left us a few years ago to pursue her passion with golf. She now has a job with the PGA Tour. She's in town working for them. She wraps up her real job tonight, and so she'll be joining us tomorrow. And Cuff and I simply can't wait to have Celia back on set with us tomorrow evening. So Inside the Ropes tonight, just the two of us experts talking about the John Deere Classic. We'll give you our picks. Please no wagering on what we're about to tell you. They're simply our picks. Cuff, we'll start with
Yeah,
you.
you may lose a little money if you do that on my end.
Always do.
Well, I picked Denny McCarthy in our preview show the other day, and I'm going to stick with him. I had a nice little chat with him the other day up on the practice range. Seemed like he's hitting the ball pretty well. Ranked 33rd in the world, playing really well. Had 3 top 10 finishes this year, so I expect him to break through and get his first win at the John Deere Classic this year.
Yeah, I keep on talking about Ludwig Aberg, and I do so for a reason. The 23-year-old from Sweden, really, really good. Talked to Zach Johnson yesterday when he pulled up, and he mentioned seeing him. Matt Kuchar was there with him and said, that kid just hits the ball different. We had John Rahm here in town a few years ago before he became the John Rahm, and we knew then that we'd probably have him for a year, maybe 2. That's the feel I get with Aberg as well. Watch to see him 4th straight week on tour, see if he breaks through and wins the John Deere Classic as well. But you mentioned a lot of other players playing really good golf.
Yeah, Adam Schenk, we had him earlier on the show playing some really good golf. Adam Hadwin played in the playoff last week at the Travelers, so see if he can break through and get a win. There's so many. Seamus Power, Zach Blair. There's a lot of guys in the field this year. A lot of people could come away with the trophy. Even JT Poston could be a back-to-back. 9 top 50 golfers this year. That's the best since, I believe, 2012. So a lot of good golf to get to. Hey, let's check out your pairings for tomorrow because golf does start for real. And you can check them out right here in the morning starting at 7:18. Seamus Power, Adam Hadwin, and Adam Schenk all starting their rounds of golf here at the John Deere Classic. On the 10th tee, it's Matt Kuchar at 7:40, Zach Johnson, Denny McCarthy. In the afternoon, 3-time champions are paired together, JT Poston, or 3 former champions, I should say, JT Poston, Lucas Glover, and Michael Kim playing a lot better golf as well. There's a lot more of them as well. You can see there on your screen. You can check out all of the pairings right now. Head to the website at WQAD.com. We had one heck of a Wednesday program out here at the John Deere Classic. A ton of fun. Caitlin Clark stealing the show, and tomorrow we start our chase for the trophy we have before you. And hopefully you keep it locked right here on WQAD. We say it a lot, but we are your official station, the John Deere Classic. We're excited to bring you a great week of golf right here in the Quad Cities. That's it for us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at Deere Run.